Some places don't just exist on the map. They exist in the heart long before you arrive. South Korea is one of those places. A land where mountains breathe quietly, oceans speak in whispers, and ancient traditions live peacefully beside the future. Traveling here feels less like sightseeing and more like remembering something you once knew. That life is meant to be felt deeply, slowly, and with wonder. Jeju Island, South Korea. Jeju feels like nature decided to rest here. Volcanic cliffs meet endless blue water, and green fields stretch beneath wide skies. The wind moves freely, carrying the scent of the sea and quiet freedom. Jeju reminds you that life doesn't need noise to feel alive. Sometimes, peace itself is the destination. Seoul, South Korea. Seoul is a living contrast. Ancient palaces stand calmly while neon lights glow nearby. The city never truly stops, yet moments of stillness appear in temples and hidden streets. Seoul teaches that growth doesn't erase the past, it honors it. Dreams feel possible here, no matter how big or distant they seem. Busan, South Korea. Busan feels open and honest. Mountains lean toward the ocean, and beaches stretch endlessly under soft skies. The sound of waves blends with city life, creating harmony instead of chaos. Busan shows that balance is possible, that you can move forward while staying connected to calm. Gyeongju, South Korea. Gyeongju feels like a quiet conversation with history. Ancient tombs rise gently from the earth, and stone temples rest in peaceful silence. Walking here feels respectful, almost spiritual. Gyeongju teaches that a meaningful life is built slowly, with patience, memory, and care. Incheon, South Korea. Incheon carries the energy of arrival and departure. Wide bridges stretch over water, and the city feels open to the world. Modern spaces coexist with calm coastal areas. Incheon reminds you that every journey begins with a choice, to leave comfort behind and trust what lies ahead. Seoraksan National Park, South Korea. Seoraksan feels powerful and pure. Sharp peaks rise through mist, and forests glow with changing seasons. Water flows endlessly through valleys. Standing here clears the mind. Seoraksan teaches resilience, that strength comes from standing firm through every season of life. Bucheon Hanok Village, South Korea. Bucheon feels intimate and timeless. Traditional wooden houses line quiet streets, and the past feels gently preserved. The atmosphere invites slower steps and deeper breaths. Bucheon reminds you that beauty doesn't need grandeur. It lives in simplicity and care. Anong, South Korea. Andong carries tradition proudly. Confucian villages and cultural rituals remain deeply respected. The pace is gentle, almost thoughtful. Anong teaches the value of roots, of knowing where you come from so you can move forward with clarity. DMZ area, South Korea. The DMZ feels heavy yet hopeful. Silence fills the air, carrying stories of division and longing. Nature has reclaimed much of this land. The DMZ reminds you that peace is precious, fragile, and worth protecting at all costs. Nami Island, South Korea. Nami Island feels romantic and calm. Tree-lined paths change colors with the seasons, and the river surrounds everything in quiet beauty. Walking here feels emotional, almost reflective. Nami Island reminds you that love, whether for people or life itself, grows in peaceful spaces. Jeonju, South Korea. Jeonju feels warm and welcoming. Traditional houses, rich food, and slow streets create comfort. The city celebrates culture through taste and tradition. Jeonju teaches that happiness often lives in shared meals and simple pleasures. Sakcho, South Korea. Sakcho feels fresh and open. Close to the mountains and sea, it carries clean air and quiet charm. Life feels honest here. Sakcho reminds you that clarity comes when nature surrounds you. Ulleungdo Island, South Korea. Ulleungdo feels untouched. Steep cliffs drop into deep blue water, and the island feels distant from everything familiar. Silence feels powerful here. Ulleungdo teaches courage, the courage to explore places few dare to reach. Tongyeong, South Korea. Tongyeong feels artistic and gentle. Islands scatter across the sea, and sunlight dances on the water. The city carries a creative spirit. Tonggyang reminds you that life can be both soft and expressive. Suncheon Bay, South Korea. Suncheon Bay feels alive with quiet movement. Reeds sway endlessly, and birds glide peacefully through open skies. The wetlands breathe slowly. Suncheon teaches patience, that beauty unfolds when you allow time to do its work. Bozong Green Tea Fields, South Korea. Bozong feels refreshing and pure. Rolling green fields stretch endlessly under soft sunlight. The air feels clean, calming the mind instantly. Bozong reminds you to slow down and let nature heal what words cannot. Gangneung, South Korea. Gangneung feels balanced. Calm beaches meet cultural heritage and quiet cafes. Morning light over the sea feels deeply comforting. Gangneung teaches that peace doesn't mean isolation. It means harmony. Haho Folk Village, South Korea. Haho feels preserved with love. Traditional homes rest peacefully near the river, untouched by hurry. Life feels intentional here. Haho reminds you that preserving beauty is an act of respect. Yurisan National Park, South Korea. Yurisan feels spiritual. Deep forests and quiet temples invite reflection. The mountains feel wise, almost protective. Yurisan teaches humility and inner strength. Itaewon, South Korea. Itaewon feels open and expressive. Cultures blend freely, creating diversity and acceptance. The energy feels alive and welcoming. Itaewon reminds you that freedom includes being fully yourself. Daegu, South Korea. Daegu feels warm and resilient. Mountains surround the city, offering comfort and strength. Life here feels grounded. Daegu teaches endurance through change. Pohang, South Korea. Pohang feels honest and hardworking. The sea shapes the city's rhythm, steady and strong. Pohang reminds you that dignity lives in effort and persistence. Yosu, South Korea. Yosu feels romantic at night. Coastal lights reflect over calm water, creating quiet magic. The sea air carries peace. Yosu teaches appreciation for moments that pass gently and beautifully. Damyang Bamboo Forest, South Korea. Damyang feels serene and meditative. Tall bamboo sways softly, filtering light and sound. Walking here feels cleansing. Damyang reminds you that silence can be deeply powerful. Some journeys don't end when the road does. They stay with you, in the way you look at the sky, in the patience you carry, in the quiet courage to keep moving forward. South Korea leaves that kind of mark. Not loud, not demanding, but gentle and lasting. And long after the landscapes fade from view, the feeling remains. A reminder that the world is wide, life is beautiful, and there is still so much waiting to be felt.